And we are back. Slime gracing our presence once again. More OVAs to come, more sports. Considering what we've seen so far, I am almost dreading what we might come up against in the future. But there's 4 more OVAs to watch, so at least some fun is to be had. Let's delve right in. I wonder if we will get more kind of actual backstory to some of the characters. Well, not backstory, but understanding of some of the characters in this. At a little more storyline that wasn't quite explored during the actual show or Slime Diaries. I don't think an OVA or series of OVAs will really explore like the summoning that Cromwell was doing or the destruction of Millim's past. But as long as we get a little more Gobta and a little expansion on the village and their activities, maybe. Are they fighting over him? Yes. Good thing he has pain nullification. There you go. Question I've been asking for a while. Who gets the original? Oh, starting a revolution. Everyone gets their own personalised Rimuru. Yeah, you need something with more, same consistency. You'd never want to get out of it. Once again, as if he's trying to stop a war going on. Ow. So he's going to create a bunch of these cushions in a lottery. Spandex, just straight up spandex. And do you have a request for Shion? Something you're gonna have to create. And what's styrofoam? Yep. So first off, you're going to have to explain plastic to them. And what is the drawback Hmm. So you're going to go start a little quarry to grab all of that Sarasa. Monsters. Deep down in the dark. It's only Gabaru. Kill him. Bye, Gabaru. But why? Blah. Other than it's kind of funny. Why him? And you've just started the story there, Rimuru, by saying that? And everyone's invited. Maybe you can stay home, Gabaru. I feel like we're getting a closer wavelength with that girl. For now, it's a secret. But then they'd leak it, won't they? He feels as though he was being talked about there. We need to get this done quick. They are. They're gonna put their all into this now. Does he have a vested interest in this? Has he informed any of the others that there may be a possible monster living in the lake? At least it's a lake and not a beach. Ah. To be fair, the surrounding area is quite nice. Blob. What was that? Oh, Ranga's happy. And they had their blanket quite a distance away. If she hated him before. They've... Has one of my headphones stopped, or is it... He just noped out of there. So, nah. I don't think food's supposed to do that. Well, seems like it's China's problem now. It's casting off some sort of aura, but at least Huh? We've seen this before. We've seen this before. Nothing good comes of it. I've never seen an onigiri wish for death before. Do you really want to put your body in the way of it? With grace! He ran away. Well, the lake is polluted now. I guess we don't have to worry about the monster anymore. It will... Foot! That was a good Oni mask. They've really stopped caring at this point. There's only so much they can... They can really talk Gabiru up after he's being beaten to a pulp. We couldn't get away from it, could we? May not be a beach episode, but... They've really put their all into designing more swimsuits, haven't they? You know, each one has like a customized design. Have we seen these designs before? The problem is now... What is that pose he was doing? Does Rimuru have his own... Fair enough. Yep, you keep trying, Gobter. Does Rimuru have his own? Rangu? Okay. Well, this is where it goes wrong. Now, why exactly did the dwarf decide to design that? Where did they get the idea? How could you dare leave Milim out of this? Who blabbed? Who informed her that they were going? Don't give... Milim? Okay. Oh. That's what she meant. Really didn't change much, did she? And it's normally what she's... The material was different. With great magic ability. Not great imagination. I mean, the lake still needs to exist after... Why does she need a floaty? You don't need to keep your mouth open while swimming through the lake. Oh no. You know how most stories kind of come about. They really just exaggerate. It's... yeah, his foot. Good thing Rimuru doesn't exactly need to breathe. Oh. Oh no. Why? Why, lake monsters? And I'm guessing... wait for it. There we go! Now you got extra reason to... she seems so scared. Extra reason to take out the monster. Huh? And why did the arm that was grappled round Rimuru not regenerate? How long has it been down here? Well, can you open a friendly dialogue with it? What, it's just lashing out? Oh, that's what happened to it. Okay. Wow. The lake was so pleasant before. Quick, you need to ease its stomach. Purify all the toxins. You got another worshipper of Rimuru there. Is he going to teach it magic sense so that it's aware of its surroundings? We've got the origin of a new story coming up here with the lake monster. And several other characters, actually. Do you want to help gather the sand for him? You've got a new friend who's actually kind of limited to the lake. Oh. Well, that's barely held on, isn't it? And there we go. Yeah. Ranga, don't make that pose. I mean, does Ranga need to be ashamed? He walks around without clothes on anyway. And also, Gobta just... Just don't tell it why it decided to attack. It could be anything. Who knows? Yes, deflect and distract. Well done. This is what they... is super fine. Ah, so he's like a big production factory. Are you just building a sac... Well, I guess Minim wasn't here to help out, really, was she? With a reason to return, yeah. Please hurry up and make those cushions. But nothing beats the real thing. There we go. So his big plan failed successfully. At least they've got another product they can market quite well, boost the economy somewhat, and give those that aren't his loyal retainers something to cuddle up with. Also, when it comes to that monster in Rimru's, I have this skill called Magic Sense. Is it that easy to just get other creatures to learn skills like that? But despite several questionable imagery in this in this OVA, just like the first, it's a case of little side story, go back to the village at the end, and it didn't matter at all. Is it going to persist each time? There's some grand adventure or event going on, return back to the status quo at the end of it. I mean, it makes sense because it's not OVAs, but... And of course, the dwarf artisans and Shuna and everyone, they know what's really important. Don't really know styrofoam, plastics and such, but spandex. That they have a great deal of experience with. How else would they come up with all of these costumes for Rimuru? Is there a type of cloth or fabric that they haven't tried using? And also, due to that cooking that really kicked everything off there, we can tell within the time frame of things, this long before the demon ascension. Because at least, even if he did get heavily poisoned and start going crazy, it would at least taste somewhat nice. But since it didn't, we can tell now. Also, how can the burning flames from the centre of the earth destroy that pot that Shion just sent down there? I think we really need to ask the big questions. Which outfit was the best? Of course, there can't be too much fighting, so we're going to immediately knock off the obvious choice. No one is ever going to beat Gobters. I don't know it's an OVA, but did they really need disintegration and tentacles? I feel like my journey into watching anime has gone to the point where it doesn't even surprise me anymore. I don't know if that's a good thing. But whether or not you enjoyed this one, make sure to let me know down below. If you want to see more, consider leaving a like, maybe even subscribing. It's not going to stop me for today though, because there's another one coming out. Let's see what it has for us. My patrons have decided that sitting here watching anime is much better than going to a lake and having a picnic. But of course, if what we have just witnessed is to be believed, it's probably the right choice. I don't believe many of us would think that standing around in front of our friends as our clothing slowly disappears, a good thing. But since I'll leave you to ponder that, I need to thank Electricant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Darkshadow7899, Shiwan, Matt, Stinsvire, Gurley, Sotitron, Cardboard, Croyville, Jennifer Rojas, Alvin Garcia Santiago, and everyone else. Because though we don't have any comfy cushions, we can at least imagine Rimuru. Or Shion.